Thank you so much for tuning in for our Virtual Friday activity. Today we're going to be using the Force and we're going to be making a baby Yoda out of a little sandwich bag. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to do. So we're going to get started. The first thing that we're going to have is our little brown paper bag. This is a little mini one. You guys could use a larger one if you have those at home. I'm going to go ahead and kind of measure out the frame. We want to put it on the side of the flap here. And I'm going to take our green construction paper. And I'm just going to kind of make sure that I line up the sides here so I know what I'm cutting for. And I'm going to take what will be his face. We're going to use one of these. We're going to take our glue. We're going to shape his face towards the end because right now he's going to look a little bit square, but we'll fix that at the end. Right. So we're going to take this and we're just going to put it right here, just like that. So this is what we have right now, just like this. All right, and then with our green paper, we're gonna kind of measure out what we want his ears to look like. He's a baby, so his ears don't need to be too big. So I have these kind of already ready to go, just like that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn him over, just like this. I'm gonna take our glue. We're gonna put glue on the corners of the bag and set that off to the side. And Yoda's ears are kind of slanted, so we're just gonna kind of put them sticking out, just like this. Press down. Do it with this side also. And now we're going to turn him over, and this is what we have so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start framing his face, and I'm going to cut this little corner off because we want him to have a more circular face, a more baby Yoda face. Take that off to the side. So that's what it's going to look like. Make sure you're very careful when you're using the scissors. Very detailed. There you go. All right, and this is what it looks like right now. So now using my pink paper, I like to use the corners of the pink paper just because it's easier to kind of form it. We're gonna form the inside of his ear, just right about here. So what I do is I kind of cut out a triangle. And once I cut it out, I start shaping it a little more like an ear. So I kind of give it more of a curve. Just like that. And this is what we have. So we're gonna go ahead, put some glue here on his ears, just like that. You're gonna take it and you're gonna line it up right where his ear is. And that's what it looks like right now. Perfect. We're gonna do the same thing for his other ear. Like I said, you make a quick little triangle. Move it off to the side, and then you just kind of round it off a little bit. Just like that. Okay, same thing. Put some glue here. Make sure you press when you stick it, just like that. All right, this is what our baby Yoda looks like right now. Now we're gonna finish framing his face. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the other corner, just in a little circular motion like this. Make sure you don't cut off his ear or his other ear, just like that. All right, and this is what our baby Yoda is starting to look like right now. We have his ears, we have his face, and now we're gonna go ahead and start working on the detail of his face. So we're gonna take our markers. Oh, he's gonna fall. He's using the Force to stay up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing my Yoda's face. The first thing I wanna do is kind of give him a little bit of a mouth, like that. You guys can draw his face however you like. I like to do two little slanted lines, like that. Then I'm gonna draw his nose. And then Yoda's wise. Baby Yoda's pretty wise too. So I'm just gonna do a quick lining at the top of his face like that. Look kind of like eyebrows. All right, so we're just gonna keep adding more detail to his face. I'm gonna draw some lines on the side. I'm gonna give him an extra eyebrow. Perfect, we're done with our green. Use a Sharpie. All right, All right, so we already added some detail to his face. So we're gonna go ahead and work on his eyes. I'm gonna take my Sharpie. I'm gonna go ahead and draw his eye, just like that. We're gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And then you guys can go ahead and start filling them in, just like this. There we go. Fill in his other eye, because he does in fact have two. All right, so that's what it looks like right now. Looks a little scary, but we're gonna use our whiteout to go ahead and add some detail to his eyes. Go ahead and make sure mine is working. Perfect. I'm just gonna add a little strip, just like that. And there you go. Now what you can do is you can take the rest of your markers and kind of add some detail to his cloak. So what I do is I just kind of draw a line from here, kind of going down, draw another line, then we have a little bit of an opening, and then you guys can add just a little bit of detail to it, just like that. You guys could even draw him with his little cute little sippy cup mug. And there you go. Here's your baby Yoda. And there you have it, a really cool little Star Wars craft you guys can make at home. I hope you guys enjoyed today's craft activity. Make sure you hashtag us Playgables at home, and may the Force be with you.